Here's another recipe using cake mixes recipe, chocolate chip muffin bundt cake.
Let's see what's cooking, let's get the facts. Let's see what's cooking, it's time for Yo-Yo Max 12.
Hello everyone, first thing we're going to do is make the filling as well as the glaze. So that is 1 cup of chocolate chips, 3/4 of a cup of heavy whipping cream, and a teaspoon of vanilla extract. And you're going to heat this over medium-low heat, stirring until the chocolate chips have melted. Now, another way of doing this, which is probably easier, is heat your cream until it's really hot, then add your chocolate chips, and then just let them sit. And the chocolate chips will melt up quite nicely on their own. Let it sit for 3-4 minutes and then give it a stir. But you could do it this way too, melt it over the stove until it's nice and smooth. Now take it off the heat, and then you're going to remove 1/2 cup of the ganache, and you're going to set it aside. That's going to be the glaze, and the rest of it in the pot is going to be the filling. Place the pot and put it in the freezer for about 20-25 minutes until it gets nice and thick. Then forget to turn your camera on while you do the next part of the recipe. So in that bowl is 29.5 ounces of chocolate chip muffin mix. Now, the original recipe asks for 2 boxes, 14.75 ounces each, but here it's sold at my store in these packets that are 900 grams, which is a little bit more than 29 ounces. So what I did is I removed a couple of ounces of the mix so that I ended up with 29.5, and that's what's in that bowl. 29.5 ounces of the chocolate chip muffin mix and 4 eggs. Then you'll add 1.5 cups of milk and 3/4 of a cup of butter that's been melted. And then just stir that together or use an electric mixer until it's well combined. Then take a large bundt pan that holds at least 12 cups. Grease it and lightly flour it. Then take half of that chocolate chip muffin batter and place it in the bottom of your bundt pan. Spread it around till it's even. And then here is the ganache that's been sitting in the freezer. You can see it stiffens up quite a bit. You want it kind of the texture of really thick chocolate pudding. Then you're going to take spoonfuls of that and place it on top of your bottom layer here. Just make sure that it's in the middle and it's not touching the edges or the center of the pan, because you want this to be like a little tunnel or a layer inside the cake. You don't want it along the edges because it'll kind of ooze out. So make sure it's in the middle. Leave a good 1/2 inch or so around the outside edges and the inside edge. And then top it with the rest of that batter, the other half of it. Now you're going to put this in a 350-degree oven for about an hour and 10 minutes or so, until a toothpick inserted in there comes out clean or with just a few moist crumbs. Then you're going to let it sit for about 15 minutes to cool a little bit. And then it's time to take it out of the pan. Here we go. I let it cool until it was cool enough to pick up with my hands without burning myself. Put a plate on there and then the old flipperoo. And did it work? Will it stick? Oh my goodness. The anticipation, and it was perfect. I like it when that happens. Then take that reserved glaze and pour it on top of the cake. Now, if the glaze is solidified or if it's too thick, put it in the microwave for 3-4 seconds at a time until you get a pourable consistency. Pour it over top of the cake. And if you'd like, and I highly recommend this, make sure you add some more chocolate chips on top. I had some miniature ones available, so I sprinkled a few of those on top of the cake. And then it's ready to serve. It's best served when it's still warm out of the oven, like most things. Here it is when it's cut into. Now, as you can see, that filling kind of rose to the top a bit. I was hoping it would be nicely centered in the cake, but it was not. The filling was a very nice addition to this cake, however, because the muffin mix is a little on the dry side, especially baking for so long. It really adds a lot of moisture and a lot of great flavor to this. The only thing I would do to make this different the next time is I would double the amount of glaze ingredients. I would double it. So make double the ganache, take out a cup for your glaze, and then you'll have also more for your filling, and I think it would really improve on this recipe. Thanks for watching. I have an entire playlist of recipes that take a regular old cake mix and turn it into something special. Go ahead and check it out on your screen or look in the link in the description box below.